this will, I think, be the third meeting of the Planetary Governor game. I have now procured around half a dozen beta testers. I contacted everyone I knew, and I got some of them to be interested in beta testing this game. So we now have a small but beginning of a beta testing group. And I saw one of the staffers here, and the staffer said that, just as I expected or worried, the payment I made was only of the back debt to the moment that the payment was completely cancelled by the state, where you don't need to pay that anymore. And the payment that I was supposed to make at the same time was not made, but we know that I wouldn't have had money to pay both 150 to rent, 150 to back debt, and 150 to the state, which is why we did the contract where I only pay 200 to the state and 150 to this place. So despite the fact that we made it pretty clear that I can't pay the whole thing, they did an error in their bookkeeping, and now some of these payments are going to go through the debt collection process. But because I made the contract with the overseer of rent at this facility, even if they go to the debt collection, I won't lose this rental place. And since the payments have actually been denied by the state said that you don't need to pay them. It is possible that once they go through the debt collection process, they will actually be denied as well. So I will save some money, which I believe is what we were aiming for. So if I have to still pay back all the debts, I will see how long it takes for me to gather the funding for this game. It shouldn't be overtly long, but it might cause some delay. I will see what I can do with the funding. And if the payments are canceled, then I can probably do the DLC cycle a little bit faster than I expected, because I will have saved around 700. And it looks like, as I've been hammering my head at this thing, that we have an outline of what the game should be like. And it's going to be a little bit different than what we first thought, but it's going to be well within the ballpark of the initial game. And I've gotten many positive feedbacks about the idea of making this through the political parties instead of controlling everything yourself. So that's going to stay. And I've been mostly thinking about the UI, as in the user interface, and how to get it to look good. But that will take some time. And it looks like, if the payments aren't canceled, that I won't make the November deadline. But if they are canceled, then the DLC might actually be around January instead of February. So that is the news for the day. There was on civilian news, there was a tram and metro strike today. So getting my standard dose of energy drink in the morning was a huge hassle because nobody was traveling around town. So gathering bottles was an immediate, like an incredible amount of hassle, and it took me like 3 times longer than it normally takes, which was very annoying. But I managed to get one, so I'm gonna have to make do with a single energy drink. So that's about it for this particular update. And I will be keeping you up to date on the development cycle of this game. And I expect to make another update sometime, perhaps later today. I have also dabbled with the idea of signing on to one of these services, like perhaps Fiverr, and offering teaching services, because I have a pretty high degree in philosophy, history, religion studies, and such. So that might be interesting. We'll see. So that's about it. I'm still looking for beta testers, but I do now have a small group. And once I get the money together, I'll discuss with the programmer on if he needs an actual outline, or is it enough that I explain the general gist of what we're doing. And that is about it. Thank you.